Hi, Algebra 2. This is the quick check of your warm-up exercises. So let's get to it. Number 1, we are using the distributive property. Remember your properties of exponents here. 4 times 5 is 20. X squared times x is x to the third. And then y comes along for the ride. 4 times 6 is 24. X squared comes along for the ride, and y times y is y squared. So there we go. We used the distributive property and followed the properties of exponents. We're going to do it again. Now take note at what happens when I multiply by that 1. 3a squared times 4ab squared, 3 times 4 is 12. A squared times a to the first is a to the third. B comes along. And then when I multiply by the 1, 3a squared times 1 is, of course, 3a squared. That 1 is important to look at and consider to help you understand what's about to happen in the factoring problems. So there you go. There's 1 and 2. 3, 4, and 5, we were factoring. So in number 3, we are going to start by taking out the greatest common factor. So 30, 40, and 10, all divisible by 10. So we can take a 10 out of each one of them. X squared, x, and x. We can take an x out because there is at least one power of x in each term. Y squared, and y. There is at least one power of y in each term. So this is what we're taking out. It is the GCF. This is what we did in our homework. So 30 divided by 10 is 3. X squared divided by x is x. Y divided by y is 1. So it cancels, so we don't have to write anything else. Negative 40 divided by 10 is negative 4. X divided by x is 1. Y squared divided by y is y. And here you go. 10xy divided by 10xy is 1. But this time we have to put the 1 in order to hold the spot. So that's why I wanted you to see what we did in number 2 and compare that to when we're going in reverse in number 3. Next, number 4. What are we going to do first? We are first always going to look for taking out a GCF. So 2, 10, and 12, all divisible by 2. So we can take out a 2. 2x squared divided by 2 is x squared. Positive 10x divided by 2 is plus 5x. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So first we took out a GCF. And now we have a trinomial, and we can guess and check and also factor the trinomial. So we're first taking out the GCF, and then we are going to guess and check on the trinomial. So 2 different types of factoring necessary here. Bring the 2 over, it's still part of the answer. Now, because there is a 1 up front, we can ask the question, what are factors of 6 that add up to 5? 3 and 2. Plus, 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 plus. X plus 3, x plus 2. Now we have factored completely. Let's do it again on number 5. So what do we have that we can take out? 3, 21, and 90, all divisible by 3. X cubed, x squared, and x. There's at least one power of x in every term, so we can take out 3x. 3x is the GCF. 3x cubed divided by 3x leaves x squared. Negative 21x squared divided by 3x leaves negative 7x. Negative 90x divided by 3x leaves negative 30. And one more time, because we have a 1 up front, we can ask, what are factors of negative 30 that add up to negative 7? And that, of course, is going to be 3 and 10. the 3x comes over. It's the first factor. And then we know we need a 3 and a 10, but we need the 7 in the middle to be negative. So we're going to say x plus 3 and x minus 10. Now, you can check every single one of these, just like I showed you in the previous videos, and we'll give this one a quick check here. So just cover up the 3x. We know that it works. Let's check our two binomial factors. So we're going to do that with first sides, outsides, insides, and last sides. And negative 10 plus 3 is where we're getting that negative 7x from. So this is our answer because we were asked to factor. So there are your warm-ups. Let's take a quick look at the homework assignment I asked you to do. Let's check a few of these. So here we go. On the front, I ask you to do the evens. Number 2, you can take out a 3x. We can give it a quick check here, and this is how you check them. So you just distribute it back in. 3x times 3x is 9x squared. 3x times negative 1 is negative 3x. Yes, it checks. Those are the factors. Here are your answers for 4 and 6. We're just doing a quick check as we roll through this packet. Number 8, we can take out 8m squared. That leaves us with m plus 2n. Let's check some from the next page. So here are 2 through 12 that you can quickly see. Remember that you can hit pause and you can check these more easily. These all have a 1 up front. When there's a 1 up front, those are the easiest ones to guess and check. Now, to the bottom, 14 through 18. Notice on every single one of these, we first had to take out a GCF, and that's what the directions told us to do. Remember to pull out the GCF first. So once we take out the GCF, we are able to factor by guessing and checking. Turning the page. More easy guessing and checking. Once again, 1 up front, 1 up front, 1 up front. You can check some of those to the bottom. There you go. Those are all our answers there. We're going to need to be pretty quick with these in the future. Then to the back, we'll just look at the top up here because once again, we've got some GCFs that need to come out of here first and then factor again. So you can scroll through some of these and give these a look. So moving on to the next thing in the assignment.